Good morning, happy Sunday. I am feeling a bit better. I still feel like maybe a little bit congested, but better than yesterday. So I'm feeling like maybe I'm ready to tackle visual novel reading aloud. So yeah, I am. This is Monster Prom, which is a visual novel dating sim type of game. Apparently has multiplayer, which I don't know how that works, but you have 3 weeks to try to get a date to prom, and all of the potential people you can date are monsters of some kind. So it's apparently funny and stuff like that. I got this game during a Steam sale. It was on sale for $5, including its expansion. So, yeah, we're gonna check this out, see how it goes. Voice interjections, yay or nay? Awesome voice effects, or make your own voices? I think awesome voice effects.
Sweet.
How many of you are there? Just one. I guess we'll do the full game at around 60 minutes. Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who am I? This one kind of looks interesting. What is this little thing here? I think I want to be this person. Who are you really? Name, yellow. Pronoun is gonna be she. And... yellow, Oz, or custom name. We're gonna be... letters.
I can do this.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, 21, a fearless demon with taste for destruction and a love of fire. Okay, explain to me why we have adults in high school. We all flunking out or something? Scott Owl, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, 400XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. We were young and unafraid. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we are now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! Okay. Is this game rated mature? Probably, I imagine. There's language, apparently. If you had to have sex with an animal, which animal would it be? No one can make me fuck an animal. If I fucked an animal, it would be of my own free will. As a matter of fact, I've already made jokes on you, pal. Oh my god. A purebred horse. At least I can keep his semen and sell it. It's worth a lot. Who said there was no silver lining to bestiality? And then a dolphin. They're the only other animal that fucks just for pleasure, so at least we can both do our best to have a good time, right? These all sound awful. This is all terrible. I don't want to pick any of them. Are those the only three choices? Those are the only three choices. Okay. Which one is the least bad? I can also see, like, they're trying to give personality traits here. So this one is somebody who's, like, super stubborn. This is somebody who's, like, very business-minded. And this is someone who's, like, kindness. So I guess I'll choose this one. So fun. If you could put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do? You can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. The curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail. I would curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realized that all this time their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic. Hey honey, there's something you need to know. I feel like this one. What would be the most appealing in a love partner? Kawaii eyes, a taste for party, a very tsundere personality, okay, so kawaii means cute. Tsundere means, like, love-hate? Sharp wits, soft fur, a big horn. Soft fur. Let's go with soft fur.
All right.
Okay. Looks like I can choose to go certain places. Okay, and my stats are in the upper right. I'm not very bold or creative, and I don't have a huge love of money, but I am smart, charming, and fun. Okay, cool. Okay, so I can choose to go various places. Maybe I should go to the auditorium first? It is listed first. Maybe there's like an orientation or something. Super Bass, alright, how derpy is it? Oh, Super Bass, you missed the personality quiz. That was a little bit of a horror. This is probably rated mature. There's language. I don't know if there will actually be monster sex, but they are talking about sex. Good horror or bad horror? It asked me if I had to have sex with an animal, which one would I choose? That was pretty horrifying. Let's see. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Later, you're minding your own business when you see Polly floating down the hallway, texting. Just as you're about to approach her...
Cool.
There you are, Polly. I've been following a scent. The scent of betrayal. What are you talking about, buddy? I haven't been pulling any pranks at all lately. Some very unfunny person messed with my sports gear. They put my left sock in my right shoe, and my right sock in my left shoe. Polly, I know we're best bros, and you would never do a prank to me, but I think you did this prank to me. I smelled you. No, you didn't, because ghosts don't have a scent? Maybe not to a normal person, but a werewolf can smell anything, and ghosts smell like algebra and global warming. Right. Well, if ghosts don't smell, then what am I smelling? Of course ghosts smell. It's an ecstasy-spiked rosé wine and Victoria's Seance lingerie. Or, it sure is a mystery. Hop in my van and we'll go solve it, Scott.
Great.
Ooh, a ride in a van? Can I stick my head out the window? Of course. Anything to cheer up, my best buddy. You hop in the van to get on the case of the ghost smells. Scott opens a bag of raw bones and begins swallowing them whole. Don't mind me, I just brought some Scott snacks. Did some filtering ahead for me? Okay. Zoinks, Scott! These look delicious. The game features no not safe for work imagery. Note the star. Okay. So, nothing extreme, but there might be some situations. Some texts may get a bit risque and may test lines. Okay. That's okay. That's alright. These look delicious. If I could digest uncooked marrow, I totally would. There's a secret ending with nudity and such, but it is all Steam and other comedic censorship covered. Ah, okay. Got it. As it is, Polly settles for lighting up a Polly snack and getting the whole van baked. You round out the day by tearing a human's face off to reveal he was actually a spooky skeleton all along, just as you suspected. Oh my god. We just murdered someone. I get that they're parodying, you know, Scooby-Doo. This comes from the dev themselves explaining it. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that was fun. It's nice to let my tongue wag in the breeze. Can we go on another car ride soon? Huh? Can we?
Classic!
Sure, bud. Anytime a prank goes wrong, anytime you want. The distraction worked like a charm, and you even got away with it, thanks to a lack of meddling kids. You gained +2 fun and +1 boldness.
All right.
Okay, I guess I decide who to sit with. I think I'm gonna pursue the wolf boy. Well, wolf man. These people are all adults, I guess, in order to make it so that there aren't minors doing things. You find Scott and Damien immersed in their favorite mobile game, Pokemon's Go, based on the classic Pocket Humans. My Reginald Bosworth uses income tax audit. Oh no, my Lindsay Roberts never saves receipts. It's super effective. Haha, and now for the finishing blow, wait, what? Reginald contracted lymphoma? Reginald's lymphoma deals 500 physical damage to him and 999 emotional damage to him and his loved ones. Woo, I win again! Why are all your Pokemon so unhealthy, Damien? Because I make them all smoke cigarettes and live next to toxic waste dumps, obviously. Maybe you should stop that? Where's the fun in that? Let's have another match! What are you two nerds doing? Nerding around? Nerd up, nerds! Whoa, Scott, is that you? We didn't recognize you under all that nerdery. What are you doing playing a dumb video game for stupid babies? But Pokemon's isn't dumb. It's cool, because... No way is Scott gonna come up with anything, but if you do, maybe you can score some points with Scott or Damien. Show them that a phone equipped with Pokemon's Go can also be used as a football, or say nothing, pelt them with steamed vegetables. It can also be used as a football. No way, I didn't know that was a feature of Pokemon's Go. It's not. She's just gonna grab someone's phone and you snatch Damien's phone left in one hand and fling it across the cafeteria. Hey, my phone! What the dick was that for? Yay, someone threw something. I'll get it. This game has zero chill. Whoa, bro, check out the perfect spiral on that throw. That's technique right there. Let's all install Pokemans on our phones right now and then throw our phones at each other. The Wolfpack bound off to play full contact phone tag. Scott soon returns with Damien's phone in his mouth. We firmly hit it so bad it's good. Yeah, they're just like, we're leaning hard into this. Yeah, I remember there was another game that I looked at but didn't actually buy, where you're a human girl and then there's like a bunch of birds to date. But that one, from at least the clips at least, sort of seemed like it just ignored it. But this is like, no, these are monsters. And you're a monster too. Damien's phone is pretty much destroyed, but Scott is so happy to be playing fetch with you.
All right.
Evening. Bathrooms. Gym. Outdoors. Library. Class. Auditorium. Let's check out the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. You notice Liam and Scott having a discussion. Scott looks confused and Liam looks bored, which means they're probably having an argument. Look, not that I care, but aspiring to be a professional sports star is both impractical and passé. Wait, you don't care? But you walked all the way over here just to tell me that. Plus, don't you want to be like a professional magnetic ibuprofen? Mimetic influencer. Try to keep up. But how does one of those guys earn money? Mimetic influencers don't earn money, Scott. We earn cultural capital. Oh, okay. How much cultural capital does a sandwich cost? I can see that I'm not getting through to you. Hey you, could you explain to this cretin why my career path is objectively the best? Yeah, and also could you explain what a cretin is? I can say, Liam means he wants to be an artist and artists are important. Who do you think designs all those sport jerseys? Or, actually, I think sports is the best career. I mean, how far can a mimetic influencer throw a football, huh? I'm gonna keep buttering up, my dog friend. Extremely far. The farthest. What? Yep, it's what we're best at. But I spent my entire life trying to be the best at throwing footballs. That was your first mistake. Oh no, I've wasted my whole life. Sports is meaningless. Whoa, I didn't mean to... I was just trying to win the argument, and... But it's too late. Scott runs away in tears. Liam feels like a lying douchebag, and it's all your fault. You lose -2 charm and -1 fun. Team Jacob goes hard today. Yeah, I guess. So, I lost some stats, but it did seem like I improved in his esteem, because I at least defended him.
All right.
This cat person.
Show me that money.
Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats. Shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures. Even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So, take a look. I am too poor for many things. A motivational poster! Happy little accidents! Crafting your art requires years of hard work, education from great mentors, and tons of raw talent. But damn, that sounds exhausting, so let's settle for a motivational poster for now, okay? Some impractical yet kind of funny glasses. Remember, when these used to be cool, now they aren't, but they're so ridiculous they're still fun in their own twisted way. Gross. You know, for good old blood rituals, or in case you're just a creep with unhealthy obsessions. Don't even dare ask me how I got this. A sexy fake Latin accent. Why? The hottest thing is being yourself, honey, but a Latin accent is a close second, to be honest. Yeah, I'm selling a corpse. It's like some kind of fashion accessory, it's not as I'm trying to dispose of it. A fake badass tattoo. It has flames and a skull and even a knife. With this, you can murder your enemies, go to prison, make everyone your bitch, and then murder them too, and go to some kind of super prison? Street cred plus 9,000. The gift that keeps on giving. See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs given. Yeah. This one's $0. A blanket with 2 holes. Literally just a white blanket with 2 eye holes in it. You'd have to be an idiot to mistake this for a ghost costume, but most of our classmates are idiots. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. Are you sure about this? You can always use online encyclopedia TM to get the general idea and still be able to act as if you've read it. Maybe I should buy the gift because it's free? It might be a trap.
See you later.
Ah, it's itchy as fuck, but form over function, bitch. Okay, it increases my charm a bunch, but craters my other stats.
All right.
You find Liam taking a picture of his food, and Scott is taking a picture of also Liam's food? Ha, yes, Scott, snap away. My artistic plating is too magnificent to ignore. It's fine. Artistic what? I'm playing Pokémon's Go, the mobile version of the hit Pocket Humans video game. What do Pocket Mans have to do with my food pick? There's a level 43 Bernard Henson hanging out in the middle of your plate. Here, take a look. Scott, why does your phone show a tiny human doing pottery on top of my eggplant ravioli? You mean you don't know Bernard Henson? He used to be a chartered accountant, but now he's decided to pursue his dream of being a world-famous potter. That major life change has made him super rare. Pocket humans almost never follow their dreams. Well, I don't care how rare he is. His presence is spoiling my pristine food pick. Spoiling it, but pocket humans are way cooler than a boring old food pick. You take that back. Uh-oh, tempers are running a little high. Looks like it's up to you to settle this dispute. Scott's right, Liam. Why take a normal, cliched food pick when you could take a food pick of Scott capturing a Pokemon off your food pick? Scott, look over there. There's a Stuart Hogarth on top of that pile of mashed potatoes. I'll distract him. Stuart Hogarth, the strongest accountant-type Pokemon in the game? What does it mean to be a strong accountant? Is he, like, really good at math? No, he's just super buff. The buffest accountant. I've got to have him. Scott rounds across the cafeteria, practically dives into Gary Gremlin's mashed potatoes looking for a Pokemon to capture. Think he actually knows how to play Pokemon's Go, or do you think he just likes diving into people's food? An accountant type? That's what I am! The two of you debate the question while you help Liam line up the perfect food pick. Later, he lines up some very hot pics of you. Oh, I guess he liked that. You often want to know how we got to the creative decision of some of the specifics, like how these names were picked. I'm gonna go to the library. That day, you spend some time on the library PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hope of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose minus 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain plus 2 money. Later, you hear an unmistakable growling that can only mean one thing. Intergalactic lions have broken through space to devour one of the smaller, weaker students. No wait, it's just the wolf pack. Guess it could have meant 2 things. For the last time, is this a bromance or a bro-treason, broski? You're my teammates and my family, and I'm not trying to be a bad Scott, but this is the 3rd month in a row you've missed our full moon bro down. We gotta get together and practice a wolf pyramid, and then help each other inject steep steroids. We played flip cup with lamb's blood spiked with natty ice. That all sounds really nice, but I already had plans and I didn't want to let people down. Bro, you're a wolf. Are you with the wolf pack, or are you with those other monsters? You often want to... Oh, yeah. Oh, damn, you're one of those other monsters. You better do something. Guys. On the inside, aren't we all wolves? Let me teach you a new game, extremely long distance fetch. I'm gonna try this. Bro, that's like deep, bro. Like super deep. Ooh, it's time to ban somebody. Oh, ban, 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 ban. I guess because my charm is so extensive, I got away with that? Bro, that's like deep, bro. Like super deep. Maybe too deep? Nah, bro. The perfect deepness. This is exactly the kind of question we need to be asking ourselves as SJWs. Yes, super jacked wolves need to be socially aware too. Ooh, now I get it. We're all wolves because we all pee in the same toilets? Or because the school is one big wolf pack? Bro, maybe it is. Maybe it is. The wolves wander away to ponder this further. You're not sure they're sold on this, or that they're entirely sober, so the effects may not last. Wow, you sure know a lot about wolves, and life, and everything. You must have a lot of smarts. Scott looks at you with awe, and you have a feeling that he's just gained a lot of respects for you, while you gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. I think maybe I'll actually go to class since I haven't done that yet. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. There you are, swiping through potential Monster Mash dates when you spot Scott pacing and muttering to himself in distress. You can't bear to see someone so adorable in so much pain, so you might as well try to ease it however you can. Oh, hi there, Letters. Do you think I'm adorable? Yes, in fact, you were literally just thinking that. Anyway, the other day I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place and a large branch to do some pull-ups before the big sports game, when suddenly I was approached by all these talking forest animals. They were pretty big for forest animals, and I've never seen animals that can talk like that. I mean, other than us werewolves, if you're counting us as animals. And they were just so fuzzy and adorable, but they said they were impressed by my pull-ups and my muscles, and that I was even more adorable. So the nice little forest animals with giant heads made me their king, which was really, really flattering. I just don't know anything about ruling. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be a king. Aw, poor Scott, it's up to you to help him rally. Scott, a good king is a strong ruler, physically strong. If you can do 100 push-ups, you can be a good king for sure. True royalty has been inside you all along. Why else would your eyes be royal blue? Both of these answers are terrible, but I'm gonna go with this one. My eyes are royal blue? Liam said they were cerulean, but I always knew that wasn't a real word. Clever Liam, he was clearly testing me. So if my eyes are royal blue because I have royalty inside me all this time, does that mean I have like a little blue king or queen inside of me? It is like my true self? I always suspected such big muscles couldn't be of this world, so good old Scott is just a mecca for the little blue person to fight against evil. Do they need to be good for this guy? Fair. I wonder what my real royal name could be. Sir Beef Wellington? Lady McBeef? No, Lady McMuscles. I should ask my loyal furries about that. Furries is what I've decided to call those giant furry talking forest animals for short. Oh no, wait a minute. Thanks for helping me get my confidence back, Letters. The narrator going, oh no, wait a minute. Yeah, I know what they're talking about. You should come meet my furry friends sometimes. Well, you've always wanted to hang out with Scott. Not too sure about these circumstances, but it's better than not hanging out at all. You gain +2 smarts and +1 fun.
All right.
I guess I can check out the store again.
Money.
Let's face it, you're probably gonna end up losing your money in some stupid way. Why not spend it here first? It's just called being smart. Alright, we've got different things. A PR agent. High school social life is so hard nowadays that hiring a PR agent is totally a thing. My god. Maybe I'll buy the event?
Catch you later.
All right.
Where have I not been? I haven't been to the bathrooms yet. Or the outdoors, because the one time I did try to go to the outdoors, the shop was there. So I'm gonna try the outdoors. That day during recess, recess? What? Is there recess in high school? I mean, these are all adults who are in high school for some reason, so whatever. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You spot Miranda and Scott in the vicinity. It seems like the perfect opportunity to test your new blanket. You wear it as if you were a goofy ghost and approach them with a spooky boo, while Miranda is explaining something to Scott. And that's why those treacherous air people are the absolute worst, and also most likely tied to the disappearance of Mars Argo. Oh, what's this? A ghost? Perhaps a foreign exchange student? What are you talking about? Oh, gasp! I didn't see you there. So ghostly. You guys are joking, right? This is clearly just letters wearing a blanket with eye holes cut in it. Jealousy is a powerful drug, Liam. Do not become addicted. Yeah, Liam, you don't see anyone saying, oh, Liam is really just letters wearing a blanket with eye holes cut in it. Exactly, Liam, even despite the many times we suspected it was so. What? Oh, sorry, little ghost. We were ignoring you. That's true. Tell us, do you have any cool ghost powers? Oh yes, divulge. Divulge! Basic ghost knowledge. Ghost's main power is levitating stuff. Ultimate ghost prank. Haunt someone to despair. I'm gonna keep it light. You use your ghostly hands to grab your phone and start waving it in front of them. Whoa, look, it's making its phone levitate! Total ghost move! You can clearly see how she is grabbing it with her hands. No, but see, the phone is moving in a very spooky way, which means it is levitating. You can literally do the same with your hands. No way, let me check. It's true, look! Scott is moving his phone with his hands. Miranda starts doing the same. What sort of sorcery is this? Suddenly we can all levitate our phones. Well, clearly this isn't a ghost, and this is happening because the ghost is sharing its ghost powers with us. Liam, the very definition of too smart for your own good. He's also like 400, he's a vampire, so I think that's why he's the smartest. Everybody else was dumb. What a generous ghost! You can learn a thing or two from this ghost, Liam. I can't recall you sharing your vampire powers with us. I'm out. Liam leaves and you spend several hours moving your phone with your hands while booing. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm for being such a generous ghost. If he's so smart, why has he been held back a minimum of 382 times?
All right.
True. Where do I want to go? I haven't been to the bathrooms yet. Let's check out the bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 to boldness. Vera is trying to teach you and Scott how to play craps when you hear an all too familiar howl. Guys, the Wolfpack is here! It's my family and teammates, the Wolfpack! Yes, wonderful. I'm sure they're here to share their latest intellectual achievement.
The Wolfpack is here!
What's up, my dogs? Hey guys, Vera was just... That's cool. So, guess who got a hot date lined up for this weekend? Ooh, don't tell me, I've got this. Is it you? Bingo, broski. Turns out online dating is super easy. Yeah, the secret is just be hot, like me. Sure. Or you can just use an actor's face and body instead of your own face and body on the dating website. That's what we did. Aren't you worried about the potential consequences of that? Like, what's gonna happen when your date realizes you're not actually handsome McStrong pecs? How did you know which actor we chose? And what are we gonna do? That's a very real problem we had never considered. Luckily, you're an expert at online dating and at lying. You share with them the perfect solution. Spend the entire date inside a cardboard refrigerator box covered in question marks, mysteries alluring, or just be yourself. But first tear off the actor's face and wear it, so yourself will have the same face as the actor. Refrigerator box. That's a great idea. We can even write handsome McStrongpecs on the box to make it extra convincing. But how are you all going to fit inside one big box? Oh, that's easy, Scott. We're athletes. We'll just sit on each other's shoulders. Both exceedingly reasonable solutions you could feel some days. Oh, thank goodness. The one flaw in this plan, cleverly solved. The wolf pack happily goes off to find a cardboard box and you congratulate yourself on a job well done. But the next morning, you wake up to a troubling newspaper headline. Internet date ruined by stack of wolves wearing cardboard box. Scott and Vera will never let you hear the end of this. You lose -2 smarts and -1 creativity. It's my fault for not endorsing murder.
All right.
Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off. Do Damien, do Damien! Grr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. Crows are... No letters, that's a mauling. Crows are a murder. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity, which has alienated me from my own true emotions. Haha, you sound exactly like him. Okay, you do Vera. I'm Vera, I'm very smart, and my hair is pretty, and all of my friends look up to me because I am a strong, independent woman. Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work. I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now. Okay, what about you, Letters? Got any good impressions? Just fun, but it's a real doozy. I can either do woof woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who's bad at impressions, or look at me, I'm Polly, look at me go. It's so bad. I am sorry I have to do this one. Look at me go. I do not talk like that. Haha, yeah you do. You talk like that all the time. Okay, maybe, but why is she running around the cafeteria rubbing her butt in everyone's lasagna? So you're saying Scotty doesn't know? Because she is twerking, Polly. Don't you recognize twerking when you see it? That's not twerking. Twerking doesn't require driving from table to table in a hot pink golf cart. How is this even an impression of me? Are you saying you don't wish you were driving a hot pink golf cart and putting your butt in people's lasagna right now? Fine, out of my way! While Polly's busy making love to everyone's lunch trays, you enjoy a quiet meal alone with Scott. So romantic.
All right.
Night class, huh? That day, your teacher delivers an amazing and creative performance that blows all your minds. It ends up being a sensation on YouTube. Your teacher gains +10 coolness, but who cares? He's not trying to romance your classmates. Or is he? We hope not. Oh, you also gain +2 smarts. Hooray! Then you realize you're feeling like going full ghost with your blanket again. You're observing your surroundings when you spot Miranda and Damien. You're about to get closer when suddenly... Greetings, beautiful high schoolers. It is I, the interdimensional prince. I am here to rescue you from your mundane existence. Just sign these marriage papers. Not this guy again. Look! Whoa. Gasp. An underworld specter. This again? What again? Liam, this is clearly a kick-ass powerful ghost. Look at its face. So deadpan. No expression at all. That's because it's not a face. It's a sheet with 2 holes cut in it. Man, I wish my face had 2 holes cut in it. That would be fucking metal. No, listen, it's not a face. It's... Ghost friend, help us! Save us from this interdimensional creep! Yeah, do something. Something ghostly. Boo or throw a rock at the interdimensional prince. Or throw a rock at him. Whoa, ouch! That was rude. So, that was your plan? Throw a rock at him, and now what? That wasn't chivalrous or ghostly. I'm rather disappointed. Violence is cool, but vanilla violence is lame as fuck. Okay, apparently I needed to boo at him. Or maybe there was no good answer. None of these things would work if you never bought the sheet. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they said it was an event related, so... All of these scenes have alternate scenes. Oh, yes! Yeah, one thing that I really was interested about in this game was that it's apparently very customizable. And there's like 1,000 different scenes or something. If you were going to throw something at him, throw an angry panther at him, or a super rock, whatever that is. I expect a better performance from people who intend to save me. Whoa, everyone's a critic now. What a lame ghost you are. She's not a ghost. You leave the four of them to solve their own tricky, non-consensual abduction situation while you reflect on your ghost skills. Could it be that you're not a good ghost? You thought that wearing a blanket with 2 holes cut it was good enough. Now you lose -2 smarts and -1 creativity. Are we daring to call this game good? I don't know. I'm still intrigued. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Let's go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose -5 Mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain +2 Charm. After dodgeball comes the obstacle course. You stare across the gym at it, terrified, as are most of your classmates. There are giant centipedes, venomous bears, bloodthirsty magpies circling just under the ceiling, and animals so bizarre one can barely find the words to describe them. Alright class, I've imported this special course from Regular Creatures High School in New South Wales, Australia. Don't be afraid, I believe in each and every one of you. These terrifying creatures will not break your will. I will not lay down, coach. Giant crocs, don't scare me. This is not pee on my pants. Finally, we're the adversaries. Where's that abomination over there? What's that abomination over there even called? That would be a platypus. I'm gonna drag it to hell. The underworld's never seen such horror. Well, don't just stand there. Show them what you've got. Clear the course. We've got to go native mates, oi, hold my beer, or whoa, have a look at them. They're so cute. Let's slay them with kindness. You approach the vicious beast unarmed and give a platypus a hug. The mood changes drastically. Soon Damien is riding 2 crocodiles like jet skis, surrounded by swooping magpies that chant his name. For a moment you think the koalas are overwhelming Scott, but it's actually just a full-contact tea party. You were supposed to clear the course, not befriend it. But this is even better! Your power of friendship melted the hearts of these abominations. You've made my abs cry with joy. From your close encounter with Australia, you gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Maybe I should talk to somebody new? Or go back to the store. I only have 2 money though, so I can't buy anything. I haven't talked to this person yet. Who's this person? You were planning to sit by yourself today, but the only table you can find is partly taken by the Coven. You do feel kinda sorry for them. After all, no one seems to want to sit with them. Oh good, it's you. We can practice one of our spells on you. And this is probably why. Oh, don't look so worried. We were preparing for an upcoming battle with the disgruntled Lord of the Seventh Circle, and if we don't do our homework, we'll have a hell of a time beating him. The audience laughs. Wait, audience? Anyway, we've got 2 spells we've been meaning to try out. Magical enhancements to help us beat this big bad. You think we could try one on you? Pretty please? Aw, says the audience. You know, a magical enchantment doesn't sound half bad. You can choose either of the 2 options. Spell that lets you see the future and also the past and the present, and you can watch live TV anywhere. Nah, you want to go for something a little bit different. Let's do the spell that turns you into 2 helicopters. I guess I'll take Omniscience? The choice is made. Broadbandium Maximum. Suddenly you can see everything. Everything. You can see how the world will end. You can see how the world began. You can see your parents having sex, even though you totally don't want to. What's more, you can watch every single episode of Weasel Detective at once. Hello, are you still alive? Lunch is ending. We're going to go to study for the next period. You probably should too. Who needs to study? You literally know everything already. You gain +4 smarts and an entirely different perspective on your parents.
Alright.
You know, I haven't been over here, but oh, maybe this isn't a place I can be. This football field? Yeah. It doesn't seem like I can go there. I guess I'll go back to the auditorium. Maybe something cool is happening. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard, some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this could translate to something a bit more useful. Seems roses equal 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain +2 creativity. Okay, so it seems like the basic locations... The locations give you a base boost to your stats. The gym seems to be, charm, maybe? The auditorium seems to be creativity. The classroom seems to be smarts. The bathroom seems to be boldness. The library is money. and whatever's left must be fun. Outdoors is fun. Maybe. You just happen to be hanging around near Scott, you know, not because you're like following him or anything. When suddenly a rift opens in time and space. A handsome prince steps through, bedecked in otherworldly finery. He approaches Scott. Not this shit again.
My love.
My beloved, I have quested across dimensions to see your face. Oh, well, here it is. Here is my face. It's more than just your face that I need, Scott, the great tosser of balls. I also need your body. Takes notes. Furries equals fun. Letters out of context. Luckily, I brought that with me too. But I do not desire to merely gaze upon your body, though that in itself is a pleasure. My kingdom, you see, is besieged by a foul, dire harp, and only your muscles can save us. And once the loathsome beast is vanquished, perhaps we can find some other uses for that body of yours. Wink. Oh my god, you say wink out loud too? That's so cool. These two are getting along way too well. You need to slay that beast yourself before Scott and the prince spend any more time together. But how? Rally a swarm of extra-dimensional termites to devour the dire harp's spine, or sing so sweetly that the dire harp killed itself out of jealousy. I'm gonna try... This sounds charming, so I'm gonna try that. Dang it! I'm not creative enough. Before the Scott or Prince can react, you charge through the portal to defeat the dire harp with the power of song. You square your shoulders, fill your lungs, and launch into a roasting rendition of Booty 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 Booty, Love That Booty by the Booty Brothers. The dire harp, being a harp, is severely unimpressed. It shatters you with a single power chord. You regain consciousness to find Scott rebuilding your body from scratch. Hey, you're back. That's awesome. I thought for sure you were dead when that dire harp exploded you. The prince and I have defeated the harp, by the way. It was super easy. Actually, the prince just told it to play dead, and it did. And then he gave it a treat, which was weird. But I think it's okay. Prince is super trustworthy. He says we should hang out more, and I think we will. Not only did you fail in your mission, but Scott put some of your body parts back the wrong way. You lose -2 boldness and -1 creativity.
All right.
I'm gonna go earn some money. That day you spend some time on the library PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. Raise his hand. You glance at the computer next to you. Aren't bold and sharp similar? I don't know. You glance at the computer next to you. Wouldn't being sharp make you extra bold? You glance at the computer next to you to see Scott apparently making out with the CD drive. You don't want to, but you ask him what he's doing. The best I can, bro. The computer won't go on the internet because of some kind of error, and the only kind of error I know is a fatal error, so I'm giving the computer mouth-to-mouth to save its life. This is a gag, don't take it- oh, as in shattered into fragments. This is a gag, don't take it seriously, okay. Live, damn you, live! You immediately notice the computer's Ethernet cable is unplugged, but you let Scott keep blowing into the CPU. Maybe you can have a little fun before you fix it for him. Put on your best troubleshooting face and tell him... The problem is you're giving the mouth-to-mouth computer instead of me. Well, I've seen this before. You need to take off your clothes and do 3 laps around the library, laying all the numbers you know. Maybe that one. Oh yeah, duh. Of course mouth-to-mouth doesn't work on a computer. It doesn't even have a mouth. But you do have a mouth, so it's gotta work. Scott spends the next 20 minutes saving your life. You helpfully inform him that mouth-to-mouth requires more tongue. Get so into it that you're able to plug the Ethernet cable back in without him noticing. Hey, it worked! Woof, that was fun. Maybe my computer should die more often. You believe that can be arranged. You gain +2 charm and +1 fun. I feel like the sweater is kind of helping me out. This is the first scene that you actually got staggered by laughing at. You sit down to enjoy a nice normal meal at the spooky high cafeteria as usual. Lol JK, something fucked up is always going on here, and today is no different. Oh hello Letters, did you come to sit with us and our imaginary friend? No one else is here. Their imaginary friend roars and the whole cafeteria shakes. Okay Letters, you have some smarts. Oh no, I have a little bit. Probably gonna figure this out pretty quickly. Why do we have a wild beast under our table? Why don't you take a guess? He's asking you to guess because we totally forgot our plan. Scott, no we didn't, shut up. We're going to teach at the piano, or maybe the saxophone? I lost my notes. No worries, no notes needed. You know exactly what they should do with this wild beast. Wild Beast should be the new school mascot. Put him in a sports jersey and let's rock, go team. Or it's obvious you brought such a beast to the kitchen. Join into the next MasterChef champion so you can split the big Monster Chef cast prize. I think this one is smarter. Oh, that's a great idea. I'm pretty sure Spooky High already has a mascot, but you know what they say, the more mascots the merrier. I really don't think they say that. Well, they should. If most schools only have one mascot, having multiple mascots will be one more thing that makes our amazing school even more special. I can see it now. The spooky high wild beast that Scott and Damien kept under a table. Rah, rah, wild beast, eat the other team and make a feast. Try not to get an infection from yeast. Actually, that chant is pretty dope. Letters, thank you tons. The wild beast's mascot will sure be fun. If you ask me, I owe you one. If you were to nitpick, you could point out that tons and one fun don't actually rhyme. But why would you nitpick such an adorable and genuine display of affection from darling Scott?
All right.
I'm gonna try to buff my boldness a little bit because well, maybe I should just try to be doing stuff that I already have, like, improve. Like, maybe I should buff my fun a little bit. Half Hour Rave. Spot Juan, the small magician Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He is more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You told him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. You could start doing something productive, or you could put your blanket on and get some good old ghost shenanigans. You're looking for someone, but you run into the person that might finally see through your ghostly deception, apart from boring Liam. The other literal ghost. Wait, what's this? Another ghost? No, I can't believe this. Finally, someone else notices. This is clearly just letters wearing a I can't believe it because it's just too cool to be true. Come on, it's not cool nor true. Shh, Liam, I can't hear our cool new ghost friend over all your jealousy. So tell me, how did you die? We have to share so much ghost gossip, or ghost sip as I like to call it. Good question. Time to improve a lie with another, bigger lie. I was offered as a sacrifice to the god of party, or I only tell how I died on the 3rd date, boo. Ghost wink. Whoa, so enticing. I mean, to me, the 3rd date is always hardcore stuff. Shibari, highly dangerous sex toys, or meeting the parents. So that means you died in some awesome and stupid fashion, probably something involving sharks or bath salts. Or none of that, since she is just letters wearing a blanket. For God's sake, Liam, why don't you wear a blanket somewhere else? Come on, ghost friend, let's do something ghostly, like pet some llamas. That's definitely not a ghost thing. It is if you're a ghost, duh. And then you spend a great ghost evening petting some silly llamas. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. The Monster Prom years. Who will I ask to prom? Scott. Ask Scott to the prom? Yes.
All right.
Ghosts lacking skin, muscles, bones, organs, and a body, including a brain. It's true. Hey, bro. Prom? No, bro. You're so ghostly to me. I was thinking of maybe going to prom with letters, but I can't find her. Oh, no! No, wait! Bye, bro. God damn it.
No.
Prom night sucks. Why did you decide to ask anyone to prom while wearing a blanket? No! It's a trap. I spent all that time, and I felt like he really liked me too. But apparently the blanket was a trap. Prom night sucks. Why did you decide to ask anyone to prom while wearing a blanket? You pretend to be a ghost, yet you're the one haunted by the ghosts of your failures. Boo. Letters, congrats, you played yourself. He did like you, that was the problem. He didn't like the spirit of the blanket. Yes. Badness. Letters, most likely be tasty if eaten by other people. Scott, best at cheerleading when cheerleading neither is required nor wanted. Okay. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. In the end, the wolf pack understood that Scott could keep being a werewolf and still befriend other monsters. Just kidding, they remained douchebags till the end, but who cares? Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. Battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. This song is also featured in Steven Universe. So, and I will say, this was almost exactly an hour, as promised. Do we dare give a visual novel a good score? Okay, well look. I bought this when it was on sale for $5. And I actually also got, there's like an expansion, and that was with the $5 as well. Normally this game is $12 for the base game. I feel like that's not bad. I feel like this game is well designed for a time in which people don't have a lot of time to play games. I played the longer version, that was an hour. There was also an option for a shorter version that was half an hour. This game apparently has multiplayer. Like, you can compete against, like, you could both go after the same person. So that's interesting. It seems like, yeah, if you're into this type of game, it's actually pretty legit. I don't think I'm gonna keep playing it on stream, cause, you know, you had fun, and let us know you're not a fan of visual novels. Yeah. Letters wants this one for herself. Well, I mean, I could do a second run if you're interested in seeing it and could see how different it could be. Oh, that's a gag. Yeah, but I don't know. You actually gotta go mod? Okay, so I'll probably swap over to some Magic. Maybe I'll do an 8th or just draft. But yeah, I think this game was great. I actually also got its 2 sequels. There's Monster Prom 2 Monster Camp, which I think I got in a Humble Bundle, and it looked cool, so then I bought Monster Prom on sale and Monster Prom 3 on sale. You still need to convince Fearon to pick up Magic the Gathering? Oh. You need him camp free to play. Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. You just have to be good at the game. But, yeah, I think this was pretty good. Trying to get him at a commander group with Skybills. Ooh. I actually was introduced to Magic via Commander. I'm not sure if it's the best way to introduce people to Magic, though. Because Commander is a little bit more complicated. At the same time, Commander is like, it has vibes. Like, you know, people kind of connect to their commanders and like their personalities, sort of. And it's a casual format, but I don't know. I actually have some decks that I built that are like limited decks from core set where everything is explained, just to try to... Commander's where we go to play 15 minutes of Magic and BS for 90 minutes. I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, but I am going to, I'm going to run an ad break and come back with some magic and get some peanut butter bread and stuff. So I shall be your bee.